Hey everybody, we're out here working the apiary today. Our goals are to check on the split, make sure that they don't need more room, which I don't suspect that they will, but heck, you know, who can tell. You can see we do have foragers going into there, and I really don't know. I wish I could say that I was able to force them to reorient and all that, but I mean, I really have no clue. They very possibly just the bees that were in there before graduating and becoming foragers, but either way, just good to know that they have that they are foraging. Jen, why don't we check that one frame that we did put in there and make sure it still has some good honey on it, so we don't help us know whether or not we need to put more honey in there. Oh, this one's still at least half full on this side. It's all.
Side is too.
Yeah, now they're good. That's no change from when I was in there last.
They're starting to build out frame on
build comb.
Comb on the next one over too.
Well, let's show that to everybody real quick. So that's the frame. You can tell from the different color, the one that we put in, and you can see from, well, there's yellow on this side too. Oh, that's even more, and they got a bit of nectar in on that one. So yeah. Let's go ahead and put that together, and I know I left them kind of spaced there, so let's go ahead and squish it all together into the center. So Jennifer has been through this whole hive, and this is the only frame that we saw eggs and larvae on, which was kind of strange to us. And it does have eggs, and it does have larvae, but we didn't see the queen. And we thought really that with the way she was laying when she was in this big hive, there would just be eggs every darn place, and there's room for her. It's not like it's honey bound or anything, so I'm not sure what her story is. You see she still has all this cat brood here. Go away, carpenter bee. Those carpenter bees, do y'all have that problem? You go in here to work your hive and man, they just smell it. They start coming to try to help you work it. Okay, well, we give up. I don't know, you know, we searched every single week we worked in that hive, the one in the middle there, and never found her until we knew we had to do a split, and we were able to find her. And I'm going to keep saying it like this: she let us find her, and we were able to move her over into here. And now in this tiny little hive that's got like maybe, what, 9 frames that actually have something on it, we can't find her. We found day-old eggs, but we can't find the bloody queen. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for that one, and I will go over into this one. And really all we're doing is we're going to tip the boxes and check the swarm cells and see whether or not we have anything that's emerged. There we are. Hey, there it is. Okay, so just wanted to show you, here's one of the queen cells that we left. Looking pretty good and peanut-y. And there's actually another one on the adjacent frame, just a little further up. Jenny, can you give me another smoker over here? Right here. There's another one. Not as impressive looking, but intact. This one looks like a house here. You see we got some more cells. Looks like they tried to, I don't know how in the world, maybe there's actually something down in there. I doubt you can see it, but I'm gonna get rid of that because no, I don't want that. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, when I went to my very first beekeepers meeting at the local bee association, I sure wish they had told me about stacking hives on their front like that, so that you could easily inspect what's on the bottom. I mean, this is just genius. Okay, so I think the 3, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here, I think, are the ones that we specifically left. But they sure have added on a ton more little cells here. So I'm going to carefully work around these 3 that are there, and I'm going to get rid of those other cups just because I don't want it. Hey, so I like getting y'all's opinions on things, and since I really am still just learning, even though I've got a couple years under me, I've got these 4 cells here. So there's one right there, there's 2 right next to each other there, and then 1 up here. And we were specifically trying to leave 3, and then we left 1 just in case. And this was the one we left just in case, that had still just like a day-old larva in it. So it's like, what is that? Yeah, and I mean that. So it's like 4 days old. But these are kind of ugly looking. And there was this one on the other side over here that looked so much better. And I'm wondering, 5 is too many. Do I sacrifice one of these for the better looking one over here, or a couple of these for the better looking one, or what? Because I obviously don't want to leave too many. So just interested, what would you do? Okay, we're halting everything. I was just about ready to scrape these, and if you look really hard, there's a crack. That is a queen emerging right there. She's biting her circle around in the cap. The workers are trying to help her, and I'll give you a little shade there so we can see better. They're helping her get that off, and we will have a new queen. Whether or not she's the best one or not, I don't know. I would guess that means we need to go ahead and, she's supposed to go around and kill everything else anyway, but I don't see why we wouldn't help her. Look at them go. For the queen.
As much as you're interested in this, I really think we should leave them alone.
Okay.
Let them do what they're doing.
Okay.
There it goes. Start chatting.
Okay, so I just can't do it. I just cannot leave this one queen cell in here and let this queen die. It just looks too textbook, and everything in my gut is telling me to make sure this queen lives. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna split the hive again, which probably means we won't get any honey at all this year. There's my honey frame for my split. That thing is just coated in it. So this split, we're just gonna make a nuke out of it, and go from there. So yeah, it's just too pretty. I don't know any other way to say it. It's just too pretty, and I want to see what happens. My gut says it's going to be a good one. So while down here in this box we have a queen hatching or emerging right as we speak, up here.
Good one.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one of the queen cells. You can tell we got a little bit of capped brood. I've got capped honey and pollen all on that. We're going to put that in here too.
Make sure the queen cells are facing each other if you can.
Alright. They were just one frame apart, were they not?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that other one, that was the good one. That's the one I really wanted to save. And then here's one that looks pretty, but it's a lot smaller. And that one down in there's got a larva in it too. I'm gonna squish that. And we'll leave it just to these 2 queens to fight it out for this nuke. So this is why I get worried about just tipping the boxes. That sounds really good, but here I am trying to select frames to go in this nuke. And look at this frame that's got all these supercedure cells on it. So this is the bees panicking because I swarmed their queen, and even though they had those other queen cells, here they are making these supercedure cells. Look at that big butt drone. So I mean, they got to go. I mean, they don't belong. They're just going to cause excessive swarms, and I can't have them. They got to go. Okay, everybody, so we did a lot off camera there, but here is where things stand. Couldn't find the queen, but saw day-old egg. She's in there. She's just super darn elusive. In this one, either the queen has just now emerged or is still in the process of emerging, which we showed you. And we scraped a couple of queen cells. There were some up here in the third box. There were some supercedure cells, but because they were emerging down here, we didn't feel comfortable going down there and trying to find supercedure cells in that box or in this box. So we will come back in 2 days and check again. And over here, we took 2 frames that had supercedure queen cells that looked just textbook out of this box and turned them into a nuke. We have also, because without going below this third box, didn't find too much pollen. We took pollen out of our pollen harvester and added it to the inner board, the inner cover of the nuke, to make it easy for those bees to find the pollen. So this should emerge in the next week, and these ones are emerging now. And this one is the old queen that we started with. So that is where things stand in the apiary, and we probably have ixnayed our chances of getting just buckets and buckets of honey anytime soon. But we've got a lot going on, and we're excited about the potential of having 3 really strong hives. So thank you all so much for watching, and thanks to our Patreons who make all of our videos possible every single month. And if you would have done something different, which I am just all but certain that you would have, let me know. You can see Jennifer's over here working on trying to provide like a an entrance reducer for the nuke. We just couldn't find that little wedge of wood, but she found something that she was able to break off and put in front of it, and now she's just added in a bit of pine branch to discourage anything as well. So because we know there's no queen in that, those queens still have to emerge. This queen is brand spanking new right this minute, and this queen can beat Waldo in a game of hide and seek. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.